At this time, we would like to introduce the lineups for this evening's ball game. First, for the visiting Lady Cardinals from Robertson, the reserves, number 4, Ava Griego. Your starting lineup for the Robertson Lady Cardinals. Leading off, number 2, playing shortstop, Taylor Quintana. Batting second, number 3, the second baseman, Kylie Griego. Batting third, number 1, the catcher, Amor Allen. Batting fourth, number 16, the pitcher, Ariana Sanchez. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 13, Alyssa Maestas. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 8, Anissa Sanchez. Batting seventh, number 5, the third baseman, Jaden Ortega. Batting eighth, number 6, the right fielder, Sela Marujo. And batting ninth, number 14, the left fielder, Sarai Allen. And now for your Artesia Lady Bulldogs. First, your reserves, number 1, Haley Tucker. Number 6, Nisel Jimenez. Number 8, Paola Sedano. And number 9, Michaela Lujan. Your starting lineup for the Lady Bulldogs tonight, leading off, playing center field, wearing number 2, Kenna Morrison. Batting second, playing left field, number 13, it's Zoe Warren. Batting third, the catcher, number 15, Perseus Aguilar. Batting fourth, the shortstop, number 12, Kinsey Carlo. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 7, Kinsley Rodriguez. Batting sixth, number 18, second baseman, Elizabeth De La Riva. Batting seventh, playing right field, number 14, Jenna Whitmire. Batting eighth, number 24, the first baseman, Kaden Apodaca. Batting ninth, number 10, the designated player, Madison Martinez. And in the flex position, pitching, number 17, Kat Marquez. At this time, if everybody would please stand, face the left field line. Gentlemen, please remove your hats as we honor this great nation by playing the national anthem. Umpires for this evening's contest, calling balls and strikes behind the plate, Mr. Eric Pirtle. On first base, Mr. Larry Bernardo. And on third base, Mr. Chris Martinez.
Well, hello, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling here on KSVPTV.com. We're on Facebook, KSVP Radio, and our YouTube channel as well, KSVP TV. Thanks for tuning in tonight as the Artesia Lady Bulldogs hosting Las Vegas Robertson Cardinals in the final game of the day here in the Artesia tournament on the girls' side. Boys playing across the street as well, and that game being called by Jim Wilburn, also on KSVPTV.com, YouTube, and Facebook. But we're about ready to get going here as our girls have taken the field, done their warm-ups, and, of course, the home team. Coming to bat will be number 2, Taylor Quintana, the shortstop for the Cardinals. I'll give you the Bulldog defense here in just a moment. Kat Marcus in the circle for the Lady Bulldogs, and Perseus Aguilar, her battery mate. First pitch, down and in, ball 1. So out in left field, we have Zoe Warren. Center fielding is Kenna Morrison, and over in right, Jenna Whitmire. At third base, Kinsley Rodriguez, Mackenzie Carlo at short, Elizabeth Della Riva playing second, and Caden Apodaca at first. And there's your Bulldog defense. Second pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. On deck for the Cardinals, number 3, Kylie Griego. She's the second baseman. And in the hole, the catcher, number 1, Amore Allen. Here's the wind in the pitch from Cat. Swung on, pop fly to the right side. Will they have room? It looks like we might. And just out of play. So strike 2 on the foul ball. Lost her behind the tackle, or the live well over there. But I was watching everybody's, and they didn't cheer, so I knew she'd catch it. All right, so Katrin Marcus ready to go. Here's the pitch. High and away, ball 2, 2-2 now to Quintana at the plate. Artesia played really well over in Las Cruces last weekend, ended up getting second, fell to Centennial in the championship game of that 16-team tournament. Hitch high and away, ball 3. So the full count now to the first batter. And then Tuesday, we went to Carlsbad, and they played a doubleheader. In years past, they would play one at Carlsbad on Tuesday, and then a week later, they would play one in Artesia. But this year, they just did a doubleheader in Carlsbad and split that doubleheader. Here's the pitch, swung on, foul back and out of play for another foul ball strike. So pretty good at bat here for the leadoff batter, Quintana, as she has now fouled off 2 pitches and had 1 strike. She swung through. Swung? Is that a word? Swung through. And then a 3 balls. So full count. Here's the payoff pitch. Once again, swing and a miss. She got her. And that is out number 1 on the swinging strikeout, which will bring number 3, Kylie Griego, to the plate. She's the second baseman. Where's number 3?
Now batting, second baseman, number 3, Kylie Griego.
All right, Kylie steps in on the right side. Kat Marcus with the pitch. Strike. Nope, not called a strike. I've gotten used to seeing that pitch called a strike, but that time was not. So a little bit too far outside. Ball 1. 1-0 the count, and the pitch right down the middle, called strike 1. 1-1 now the count to Griego. On deck is Allen, and in the hole the pitcher, Ariana Sanchez for the Lady Cardinals. Beautiful day here at the ballpark, and I'm telling you, no wind right now, just gorgeous. Swing, that's a fly ball out to center field. Going back and into right is the center fielder, Kenna Morrison, and that is out number 2 on the pop fly. She tracked that down, caught it, and said goodbye to that batter. So 2 down. And the third batter in the lineup, number 1, Amore Allen, coming to the plate.
Number 1, Amore Allen.
Yeah, it got a little windy earlier, but it's beautiful now. All right, so here's the pitch from Cat. Swing and a miss, strike 1 to Allen. On deck is the pitcher, Ariana Sanchez, and in the hole, center fielder Alyssa Maestas for the Cardinals as they try to get a 2-out rally going here. Winding the pitch from Cat. Swung on, it's popped over to the left side, and that'll just be out of the reach of the 3 players converging as Warren, Carlo, and Rodriguez all went for it. But the triangle unable to get there, so just a foul ball strike. 0-2 the count with 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. So once again, Mark is ready to go. Outfield playing pretty much straight up, and the infield too. Here's the pitch. Got her, swing and a miss. They went down 1, 2, 3. No hits, no runs, no errors, and nobody left on base. Bottom of the first coming up with Artesia's Kenna Morrison leading off, Zoe Warren in the 2-hole, and Perseus Aguilar batting 3. We'll be back.
Robertson 0, Artesia is coming to the plate. At this time, we would like to recognize some of our Lady Bulldog sponsors. H.F. Sinclair, Collins Properties, 42 Construction, J.S. Ward, Western Bank, Elks Lodge, Artesia General Hospital, Memphis Resources, George Gandy, Memphis Holdings, Zen Care Family, Pressure Service, and the Eyesight.
Upon my arrival, we receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
Roofing, we put people first.
Leading off the bottom of the first inning for your Artesia Lady Bulldogs, it's the center fielder, number 2, Kenna Morrison.
All right, we're ready to go here. Kenna Morrison at the plate to lead off things here in the bottom of the first for the Bulldogs. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Ariana Sanchez in the circle for Robertson. Amore Allen, her battery mate, and I'll give you the rest of their defense after this pitch. 1-0 the count. Swung on, fouled straight back for a foul ball, strike 1. Allen, Maestas, and Marujo from left to right. Ortega, Quintana, Griego, and Sanchez from third to first. That's Anissa Sanchez at first. Ariana Sanchez in the circle with Amore Allen catching. And that's the Robertson Cardinal defense. Here's the 1-1. Down low. Ball 2. 2-1. Now the count. Has that done that all day? It didn't do it one time in the... It has? Oh man. Here's the wind in the pitch. Called. Strike 2. Caught the outside edge in the upper end of the zone, and the count now 2-2. There it is, it's back. All right, Sanchez ready to go. Here's the pitch, swung on, fouled off over to the right side, and count remains 2-2. And I don't hear the barking guy, and I don't see him either. So, unable to be here today. All right, so Sanchez has the ball back. Morrison waiting the pitch, 2-2. Swung on again, fouled back. This one stays in the park, though, hits the net and comes back down. All right, so the count remains 2-2. As the umpire gave the pitcher a new ball, put the other one in his pocket. Or his bag. Here's the pitch, swung on, foul back again. So just like the top of the order, the leadoff batter here, or the top of the inning, the leadoff batter here for the Bulldogs having a good at bat. She's now fouled off 4 pitches and has taken 7 total pitches. 2-2 the count. Over in the on deck circle there's a swing. She fouled it again. Is Zoe Warren, and in the hole is number 15, Perseus Aguilar. for the Bulldogs. Sanchez steps back onto the rubber. She's ready to go. The wind and the 2-2. Got her swinging, and that is out number 1 on the strikeout. So that'll bring Zoe Warren to the plate.
Now batting the left fielder, number 13, Zoe Warren.
Zoe will step in on the right side to face Sanchez for the first time tonight. And the pitch from Rediana Sanchez is too low, ball 1. On deck for the Lady Bulldogs is the catcher, Perseus Aguilar, and in the hole, the shortstop, Kenzie Carlo. 0-0 if you're just joining us. We're in the bottom of the first. Robertson went 1-2-3 in the top half. There's a swing on a pitch up in the zone. Foul ball back and out of play for strike 1. So the count 1-1. Robertson playing real deep out in the outfield. No coming in here giving credence to the Bulldogs' power. Here's the pitch, down and in. Ball 2, 2-1 now to Warren. Bulldogs across the street taking on the Mymera Patriots in the final game of the day over there in that tournament. Pitch called a ball. I guess it was too low. 3-1. We'll take it. I thought it was going to be called a strike, is why I paused. 3-1 the count. Zoe ready to go. Sanchez looking at her catcher Allen right in the middle of the plate. That's where she put it, but it was too low. Ball 4. So the walk with 1 out brings number 3 hitter in the lineup to the plate. Number 15, Perseus Aguilar. On deck is the cleanup batter, number 12, Mackenzie Carlo, the shortstop. And then in the hole is number 7, Kinsley Rodriguez, the third baseman. All right, here's the wind and the pitch. Called strike 1. Off the outside edge. Good pitch there from Sanchez. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch. Yeah, 1 strike. And there's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. So 2 now the count with 1 out. Runner at first base is Warren, the left fielder for the Bulldogs, as she drew the walk. All right, so stepping back in with 2 strikes is Perseus, and she's going to shorten up a little bit here and look to not let anything get by her. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Hit out to right center field. It's deep, and it is gone. 2-run shot. Perseus Aguilar opens it up with the right center field hit, and it left the park. Home run. 2-0 Bulldogs. And that will bring to the plate Kenzie Carlo, who's batting in the cleanup spot.
Number 12, Kenzie Carlo.
Kenzie will step in on the right side when they're ready. The infield all met in the circle and talked about it. Now they've broken up, so be ready to go. Yeah, you want to play it before they get to the plate, right? Yes, that's when you play walk up. That's walk up to the plate, you play it. All right, here is Kenzie Carlo in the plate, at the plate, up in the front of the box. Here's the pitch. Called a strike, caught that outside corner. Strike 1. Caught the very tippy edge of the front end of the plate, and that's a strike. Sanchez ready to go. The windup in the 0-1. A little bit low, ball 1. 1-1 now the count. On deck is number 7, Kinsley Rodriguez. And in the hole, number 18, Elizabeth Della Riva for the Bulldogs. They lead 2-0 on the bomb out to right center by the catcher, Perseus Aguilar. One's wild up on the box. There's another swing and a foul ball back to the right side for strike 2. 1-2 now to Kinsey. All right, here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, fouled back again. So the count remains 1-2 to Kinsey. As the catcher, Allen, looks over to her dugout. Now she'll relay the signal out to her pitcher. Sanchez ready to go. The wind in, the 1-2. High. Ball 2. 2-2 now the count. Again, the Robertson outfield playing back and deep, knowing the Bulldogs have power pretty much from top to bottom. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on. It's going to be hit deep down the right side. It will be foul, and the right fielder gave chase but couldn't get there, so just a long foul ball strike. And the count is 2-2. As Kinsey comes back and picks up her bat, and we'll get ready to go again. On deck circle is Rodriguez, and in the hole De La Riva for Artesia. Sanchez ready to go. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 3. So a full count now for Carlo. Sanchez has now thrown 24 total pitches here in the bottom of the first with 1 out. Full count and the pitch. Swung on, hit well, and I'm going to say that's bye-bye. Back-to-back homers. The dinger sails straight over middle field, over the middle center field, and the Bulldogs now lead 3-0. Kinsey's not batting in the 4th spot for just any reason. She hit it out of the park, and so back-to-back home runs, and the Bulldogs go up 3-0 with 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning.
Third baseman number 7, Kinsley Rodriguez.
All smiles down there on the Carlos. Sometimes I can see the parents, and I can see them really good where they're sitting. So when you see your daughter spank one out of the park, you're going to grin. And Bulldog fans were all smiling. All right, so Kinsley Rodriguez will step in. And the first pitch she'll see, outside, ball 1. De La Riva on deck and Whitmire in the hole for Artesia, as they now lead 3-0 here on this beautiful night. We were talking up in the press box, and our PA Kevin said, well, it was really windy earlier, and I wasn't over here, but I knew it was windy because it was blowing everywhere. Swing and a foul tip straight back. She just missed that one. So 1-1 the count now to Rodriguez. But that wind blew on through, and we got a gorgeous evening at the ball fields in Artesia, Brainerd Park, and the Mach. There is no wind, and I don't know. I'm gonna look see how warm it is. It's warm in this press box, I can tell you that. Is there one? Swing and a miss. So that's strike 2 on a big swing. She chased one kind of out of the zone. You got to remember, he's a little older. He's an older fella. Here's the pitch, way outside. Ball 2. 2-2 now the count. Got a little argument waging up here in the tackle box, as whether it's cold or not earlier. One says yay, one says nay. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, hit well to left side. It's a high fly ball coming in, and then going back and making the play is the left fielder, Sarah Allen. And that is out number 2, deep left field.
Second baseman number 18, Elizabeth De La Riva.
And you probably heard the PA, Kevin. He said now batting, and that is true. Number 18, Elizabeth De La Riva, comes to the plate. She's playing second base tonight. She'll step in on the right side. Going to look over and see what's going on at the baseball field. But our outside, ball 1 to Elizabeth. Our scoreboard is covered up by the live deal up in the corner, so I can't see. Of course, here at our game, it's 3-0. The pitch, outside, ball 2. On deck is Jenna Whitmire, and in the hole, Caden Apodaca for the Lady Bulldogs. I'll talk to my producer and see if he can talk to the producer over there, and they can move that out of the corner. It's covering up the scoreboard. High, deep fly ball. Back, back, back. Home run, the third in the inning. And Della Riva lifts it up and out of here. The score 4-0. I said they're good. They can hit deep from top to bottom, and they can. Della Riva batting in the 6th hole. She just knocked the ball out of the park.
Right fielder number 14, Jenna Whitmire.
And it doesn't get any easier with the next 4 batters coming up. They can all swing the bat. So 4-0, 3 home runs in the inning. And that's been our 3 hits. We got on a walk and then a home run, put those 2 into the plate. And then another home run, and then another home run. We could say, play it again, Sam. And they did. Oh, 0-0 over at the ballpark, across the street. Yeah. I wonder, Jeffrey, if we can move our scoreboard over here, because on Facebook, that's what it looks like. Well, if you go like that, it doesn't. You got to light it up. The other thing is, you might ask them to make it bigger. Look at that. Can't read it. All right, so Jenna Whitmire will step in. She, too, has power. Steps in on the right side to face Sanchez as the coach broke up the meeting in the middle. First pitch, a little bit low, ball 1. On deck is the first baseman, Caden Apodaca, and then in the hole, the DP, number 10, Maddie Martinez. And we'll be back to the top of the order after that. 2 down here, Whitmire back in, 1-0 the count. The pitch, swing and a foul tip. She was going for it. She put up a big swing. Got a small piece of it, foul tipped it. So 1-1 the count now to Jenna. Sanchez goes into her windup and the pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2-1 now to Whitmire. Ball got by the catcher, Allen, so she went back and got it and tossed it back out to the pitcher. So now we're going to get reset as Whitmire steps in. Sanchez looking for her sign from Allen, her catcher. She gets it. And here's the 2-1. Allen sets up on the outside. That's where it went. Too far, the umpire says. Ball 3. 3-1 now the count. Whitmire back in. Sanchez gets her signal. And here's the 3-1. That's too far out. That's called a strike. So full count. It wasn't too far out. I spoke too soon. It looked like to me it might be called a ball. Yeah. All right, so full count now. As Whitmire had started going down the first base, but she came back as the umpire called a strike. Full count pitch, 2 down, and here is the pitch from Sanchez. And she took a swing at it. It was out there again, and she tried to get it, but come up empty. All right, so the Bulldogs get 4 runs off of 3 hits. There was no errors, and we've played a full inning. It's 4-0 Bulldogs. Coming up is going to be Ariana Sanchez to lead things off. She's the number 4 hitter and the pitcher. Alyssa Maestas, the center fielder, on deck, and Anissa Sanchez in the hole. Welcome back here to the Mach. The Artesia Bulldogs get 3 home runs in the bottom of the first and lead now going into the top of the second, 4-0. As the pitcher for the Cardinals steps in on the right side, her first time through to see Kat Marcus. First pitch, swing and a foul tip right off the glove, strike 1. Or off the face mask, I should say, of Perseus. Sanchez, 0-1 the count. On deck is Alyssa Maestas, and in the hole, Anissa Sanchez for the Cardinals. Kat Marcus in the circle. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Defensively for the Bulldogs, Whitmire out in right, Warren in left, and Morrison in center field. Apodaca at first, Rodriguez at third, De La Riva at second, and Carlo playing short with Aguilar catching Marcus. 0-2 the count, and the pitch. Call, strike 3, that outside strike. And that is out number 1 on the strikeout looking.
Number 13, Alyssa Maestas.
So to the plate comes number 13, the center fielder, Alyssa Maestas. On deck is Sanchez, and in the hole, Ortega for the Cardinals. Top of the second, as Maestas batting from the left side takes a step out and looks at her wristband. Now she's ready to go. Real open stance. The pitch started to show the bunt, and it was called. Strike 1. She pulled her bat back, but called a strike. Nice pitch on the outside corner, or the outside third, really, of the plate. Marcus ready to go. The pitch, swing and a foul tip backwards for strike 2. Bulldogs win here today. They'll play tomorrow evening at 6. And we'll, of course, have that game right here, KSVPTV.com. I think maybe tomorrow we'll be on the radio as well. That pitch low and away. Tried to get her to chase, but she did not. So ball 1 to Maestas. 1-2 the count as she steps back in. Marquez gets her pitch signal from Perseus. Here's the pitch, and she got her to chase that one. And that is strikeout number 2 in the inning, and out number 2, of course, which will bring Anissa Sanchez to the plate.
8, Anissa Sanchez.
She wears number 8 on her jersey. On deck is the third baseman, Jaden Ortega, and in the hole, the right fielder, Sila Marujo. As the batter, Sanchez, was talking to her third base coach. Steps in on the right side. Marcus gets her pitch, setting up right in the middle. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. It was? I don't know. All right, 0-1 the count. 2 down. Bulldog defense playing pretty much straight away. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And did I give the defense? Warren, Morrison, I think I did. I just did it kind of funny. But I'll say it again. Warren, Morrison, Whitmire out left to right. Rodriguez, Carlo, De La Riva, and Apodaca third to first. Aguilar catching. Marquez in the circle. Swing. It's a ground ball. Shortstop. De La Riva, the second baseman, catches it on the first hop. 4-3 the putout. And they again go down 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. Bulldogs continue to lead going into the bottom of the second, 4-0.
Reminder, folks, we do have tournament t-shirts for sale. They are back by or maybe in the hospitality room. They are $25.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Check it out.
bottom of the second inning for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. It's the first baseman, number 24, Kaden Apodaca.
Okay, we're back here as the bottom of the second is fixing to be underway. Apodaca at the plate to face Sanchez for the first time. Here's the pitch. Caught the outside corner. Called strike one. On deck for the Bulldogs, Maddie Martinez. Then we're back to the top of the order. Kenna Morrison in the hole. Apodaca. I think every one of them are. All the games I call, they like that outside pitch. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a pop fly to the right side. Second baseman will go out into the field and make the play. Griego catches it out in the green. 4 out, number 1. Uh-oh, yeah, I've got...
The pitcher, number 17, Cat Marcus.
Yeah, that's not what was on the lineup, but that's what we've got now, so they must have changed the lineup. Cat Marcus at the plate. Or I missed it. Well, it's right there. We can look at it. The actual lineup's right down to you, right. Which means they can switch out, I guess, anytime, right? Right. Strike called. 1-1 now the count. We're talking about what's going on up here, folks. Sorry. On our lineup, it had Cat as a flex and Maddie Martinez batting right here, but as the DP. But I think we discussed that they can switch throughout the game. That pitch high and away. Ball 2. 2-1 the count. Robertson playing pretty deep as they have been, and for good reason. We've seen 3 balls sell out of here already. 3 home runs in the bottom of the first. Right, here's the wind and the pitch. Down and in, ball 3-1 now the count. Allen, Maestas, and Marujo from left to right defensively for the Cardinals. Ortega, Quintana, Griego, and Sanchez. And that's Anissa Sanchez at first. That's from third to first. Swinging and a foul tip back. So that'll take the count full. As the umpire says, go ahead and use a new softball out of the softball bag. He picked up the foul ball. All right, stepping back in is Cat Marcus. Full count, 1 out. She gets ready. Here's the wind in the pitch from Sanchez. Down and in, ball 4. So the 1 out walk, and she,
now batting the center fielder.
I don't think she realized the ball got by the catcher.
Morrison.
That'll bring, and we've got a problem as coach is coming over to do. Oh, we don't have a problem. Just going to have a courtesy runner for the pitcher. We'll find out who that is here in just a moment when they come out of that dugout. Number 6 for the Bulldogs.
Courtesy running for the Bulldogs. Number 6,
Nisel Jimenez. So Nisel down at first base, and at the plate is the top of the order, number 2, Kenna Morrison. Kenna struck out swinging her first time through, so she'll step in to face Ariana Sanchez for the second time, with 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning, and the Bulldogs leading 4-0. Morrison ready to go. Sanchez looking into her catcher, Allen. Now has the pitch. Allen sets up on the outer third of the plate. And here's the pitch. Too low, ball 1. So 1-0 the count. Kenna steps back in, or gets ready to, but the catcher was visiting with the home plate umpire, so now she's back in, ready to go. 1-0 the count, and Sanchez wind up and the pitch. She's going to turn, try to bunt it. Foul tipped it backwards for a foul ball strike. 1-1 now the count. Both the third baseman and the first baseman charging hard. Second baseman was going to cover first. Shortstop was going to cover second. So, boy, that left third wide open. If the Bulldogs would have got the bunt down, and if the runner rounded second. Bunch of ifs there. All right. 1-1 the count, 1 out. Aces are wild. Kevin's already said he likes deuces better. All right, here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, pop fly just outside of the infield, and that's caught by the second baseman, Griego, for out number 2. Runner goes back to first, and now 2 outs. Zoe Warren will step in. Zoe walked her first time and ended up being the first run to cross because the next batter, who's on deck, Artesia Aguilar, hit a dinger, so they both came in to score. Here's the wind and the pitch, right down the middle, called a ball. I guess too low. It looked like it was down the middle, but I guess it was too low. So 1-0 the count with 2 outs. Here's the wind and the 1-0. Swung on, ground ball to third base. She picks it up, fires it to first, in time. 5-3 the put out, and the Bulldogs will go back out to play some defense here.
In the bottom of the second inning for the Lady Bulldogs, they got no runs off of no hits.
No hits, no runs, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. 4-0, top of the third coming. It'll be Jaden Ortega, Sila Marujo, and Sarah Allen coming to the plate.
I'm a pretty calm, cool, and collective guy, but... Sorry, what's your name? Yeah, Evan. Hi, Evan. Yeah, we have no internet. Nothing. I don't know. It just stopped working.
The internet is down.
I know, I'm on the phone with them. No, that was my wife.
I can't get online again.
Yeah, I'm talking to Evan. No, my daughter, my wife. Okay, can you guys not talk? Sorry. Yes, we have white. Yes, the white boxes. I see one. They got horns on them.
The one with
they
the
have
horns.
Yes, I see one. We have 11 of those.
I was on the phone and I got disconnected.
Okay, it's not about you. We switched our broadband service provider. Like Devin put in 11, Evan. How are we supposed to know which one's 7 and which
I thought it was Devin.
Who's Devin?
I got no service. Honey, you're blocking.
You can't stand there. You're blocking it. Don't block it. And the best part, I never have to speak to Evan or Devin ever again.
I think this one's 11.
11? We're not looking for 11. No, are we looking for 7, Evan, or 11? We have 2 next to each other. That's bad. 2 white boxes. Evan?
All right, that's number 7 hitter in the lineup. Gets to come to the plate. The first 2 innings, they went down 1-2-3. So now we're here at 7-8-9 for the Cardinal. Is there an S at the end of it or a Cardinal? Cardinals? All right, here's the first pitch from Cat. A little bit low, ball 1 to Ortega. On deck is Marujo and Sada E in the hole. That's Sada E. Allen. Winding the pitch, called, strike 1 on the inside half of the plate. 1-1 the count. I went ahead and called that early. You probably shouldn't. I probably shouldn't either, but I do. Here's the 1-1. Same place, pop fly, and good job by Artesia Aguilar. She came out of her stance, had to lunge for it over to her right, and she caught it. Nice play by Artesia. And that's out number 1.
The right fielder, number 6, Sela Marujo.
All right, so to the plate comes number 6. And I'm saying Sela, but it's Sela. That's how you would pronounce it. That's how you are pronouncing it. Marujo, she'll step in on the right side to face Cat Marcus. Strike 1 called inside half of the plate. Nice pitch there from Cat. Rodriguez, Carlo, De La Riva, and Apodaca third to first. Warren, Morrison, Whitmire from left to right. Aguilar catching Marcus. Bulldogs lead 4-0. 1 out. We're in the top of the third. Another great pitch right on the inside corner. Called. Strike 2. So 0-2 the count now. As Marujo will step back in after taking a talk or listening to her coach down the third baseline. 1 out, and the pitch. Swinging, strike. And that is out number 2 on the strikeout.
Now batting, left fielder, number 14, Sada E. Allen.
So Sada E. Allen steps in. Interesting name, Sada E. I guess you went and asked him. Yeah. All right, here's the wind in the pitch. A little low, ball 1. On deck is the top of the order, number 2, Taylor Quintana, the shortstop, and in the hole, second baseman, number 3, Kylie Griego. Robertson trying to get a 2-out rally going here. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, foul back, strike 1. So 1-1 now the count. As Aguilar went and got that ball, tossed it back out to Marcus. So Perseus looking over to the dugout to get her, I don't know why I called it that. That's the live well over there. Here's the wind and the pitch. Just inside, ball 2, 2-1 now to Allen. Marcus takes a look in, now back onto the rubber. Aguilar setting up on the outside third. And the pitch inside, foul ball straight down. Count remains 2-2. Oh, there they are, Kevin. Deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Trip deuces. All right, Allen back in, ready to go. Aguilar sets up in the middle. Here's the pitch. That's where she put it. It's a ground ball to the second baseman. De La Riva picks it up. Second hop. 4-3 the put out, and that ends it. They go down 1-2-3 once again. No hits, no runs, no errors, nobody left on base. The score remains 4-0. And coming up here in the bottom of the third, Perseus Aguilar will lead us off, followed by Kinsey Carlo and Kinsley Rodriguez batting third. 4-0 Bulldogs, bottom of the third coming at you.
Presbyterian Medical Services, strengthening the fabric of our communities.
Leading off the bottom of the third inning for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs, it's the catcher, number 15, Perseus Aguilar.
All right, you heard the PA. That's who's at bat. She started off with a 1-for-1 with a home run her first time through. Now the pitch swung on. There it is again. See ya later. Oh, yeah, home run. Back-to-back jacks for Perseus Aguilar. She now has 3 RBIs in the game, and the Bulldogs lead 5-0 here in the bottom of the third. That was almost the same hit she'd hit a while ago, just a little bit to the right of center field, and she knocked the ball off the cover off that ball. So that'll bring Kinsey to the plate. She also 1-for-1 with a dinger, a salami, homer, a Homer Simpson. On deck is Kinsley Rodriguez, and in the hole, Elizabeth De La Riva for the Bulldogs. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third inning, and 5-0 Artesia with the lead. Kinsey steps in and ready to go. Sanchez, as her catcher Allen sets up outside. Here's the pitch, and she check swinged it for foul ball, strike 1. It was a little up in the zone and might have been outside, but she got a check swing on it. So 0-1 the count as Carlo takes a step back in. See where Allen sets up. She's been setting up consistently outside. This time she kind of stays in the middle. Here's the wind in the 0-1. High, and that's why, because she was bringing I think that's a changeup. But ball 1. 1-1 now the count. The crowd developed. Decent crowd here for the Bulldogs, and some Robertson fans as well on this gorgeous Thursday night. I kept thinking it was Friday all day. Here's the wind and the pitch. That's too high. That's ball 2. Sometimes I say it's too tall. That ball was too tall. 2-1. Nobody out. All right, the retired guy up here giving it to us that still work. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Line drive out to right center field. That might be a hop over the fence. It one hops into the fence. She's going to round second and go to third as they bobbled the ball out there. And so we'll have a stand-up triple is what I'm going to call it. So she's had a homer and now a triple. And coming to the plate will be Kinsley Rodriguez.
Number 7, Kinsley Rodriguez.
Kinsley 0 for 1. She flew out deep to Sadie how do you say it again? Sada E. Allen out in left field. Here's the wind and the pitch to Kinsey. High and away, ball 1. On deck is Elizabeth De La Riva, and in the hole, Jenna Whitmire for Artesia. Sanchez getting her pitch from Allen. I don't think I give the defense this time. I'll give it after this pitch. Here's the wind and the pitch. Down and in, ball 2. So Allen out in left, Maestas in center, and Marujo in right. Ortega, Quintana, Griego, and Anissa Sanchez from third to first. Amor Allen catching, and the pitcher, Ariana Sanchez. 2-0 the count. Rodriguez waits the pitch. There it is. She hits it down the right side. It's going to be foul. There's a room to get to it. There is, but can't get there in time as it dropped in front of the hustling Marujo. 4 foul ball strike. Just a long strike. And everybody will come back to where they were at. 2-1 the count. Nobody out. Runner at third base is Carlo, who is now 2 for 2 with a home run and a triple here in the ball game. All right, Sanchez ready to go. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, pop fly to the right side again, and that will get over there, over the live well. Foul ball, strike, so the count 2-2. I thought it was going to get into the pitcher's pen, the pitcher's cage, but it didn't. So here comes the 2-2. Swung on, hit well on the rope. That's going to get over the head of the left fielder, bounce, and go over for the bounce over. So the stand-up double on the bounce over. You got to stop at second for Kinsley Rodriguez.
Number 18, Elizabeth De La Riva.
She hit a rope out there, ground rule double. I'm trying to find it on my stuff here. Double, home run, in the park, bunt, error. Well, so the Bulldogs now lead 6-0 with nobody out. Runner at second base is Rodriguez, and at the plate, Elizabeth De La Riva. She's 1 for 1 with the home run. She'll step in to face Sanchez for the second time with a runner in scoring position in front of her out at second base after the ground rule double. Here's the wind in the pitch. A little bit outside. Strike 1. Caught that very tip of the edge of the black of the plate on the very front end for strike 1. All right, Sanchez ready to go. 0-1 the count to De La Riva. The pitch, high and outside. Ball 2. 1-1 now the count. On deck is Jenna Whitmire, and in the hole, Caden Apodaca for the Lady Bulldogs as they lead 6-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. First game of the tournament for these two clubs, Robertson and Artesia. Swing, and that's a deep shot to left field, and the left fielder fell down. It bounces into the fence. That's going to be an easy double. Run will score. And going into second base, De La Riva with an RBI double.
Now batting the right fielder, number 14, Jenna Whitmire.
So as you heard there, Jenna Whitmire's coming to the plate. She is 0 for 1, struck out swinging, and now we're going to have a change, I think, as the coach out talking to the plate umpire. But I didn't see anybody over in the pitcher's pen warming up, but there could have been. So 4 is going to left field. All right, so that's the change. Maybe not a pitching change, as Ava Griego will come in to play defense out in left field. I'm wondering if the left fielder strained something. She kind of fell down awkwardly on that last line drive, and so she may be coming in because of that. So I don't guess there's going to be a pitching change, as they're still talking out there just outside of the circle.
Please, now playing left field for Las Vegas Robertson, number 4, Ava Griego.
So now they break up without being told by the umpires. Standing on second base after the RBI double is Elizabeth De La Riva, and at the plate, Jenna Whitmire, the right fielder. On deck is Caden Apodaca, and in the hole will be either Kat Marcus or the DP for the Bulldogs, Maddie Martinez. All right, here's the first pitch. Down low, ball 1. All right, Jenna steps back in. 1-0 the count with nobody out, runner at second for the Lady Bulldogs. Whitmire ready to go. Allen setting up on the outer third. Here's the pitch. That's where she hit it. High fly ball off to shallow right. Second baseman goes out and makes the play for out number 1.
Now batting first baseman number 24, Caden Apodaca.
So 1 down, and Caden Apodaca will step in. De La Riva stayed put right there at second base on that pop fly. Apodaca flied out to the second baseman her first time through, so she's 0 for 1. Looks at called, strike 1. 0-1 quickly here to Apodaca. In the hole is Marcus, and on deck is Morrison for the Bulldogs. We'll be back to the top of the order. Apodaca ready to go. 0-1 the count, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swing, it's a hard ground ball. That's just foul. Just foul down the third base line. For strike 2. Man, I'm seeing cheese fries coming up, and it's making me hungry. Those cheese fries are making me thirsty. All right, 0-2 the count to Apodaca. I may have to frequent the lounge over here. What's it called? Kirk room? Hospitality. Deep shot. Well, it's not as deep as I thought, just really high. Center fielder will come in and make the play out in left center field on the big pop fly. I thought it was deeper than it was, but it wasn't.
The pitcher, number 17,
So Kat Marcus will come in to bat. Pop fly out to left center field. The center fielder reins it in for out number 2. And now Marcus will step in. Holding up was De La Riva at second. 7-0 Bulldogs, 2 down, bottom of the third. Marcus is 0 for 0. She walked her first time through. And here's the pitch from Sanchez. Right down the middle, or maybe off a little bit, but a good pitch. Strike 1 called. Marcus will step back in. Sanchez waiting her signal. Now she has it from Allen, the catcher. Here's the wind in the pitch. Strike 2 called on the end. Oh, too low. Ball 1. 1-1 now the count. A little bit too low on that inside pitch. So the 1-1 called. Strike 2. Caught that outside edge again. So 1-2 now the count to Marcus as she steps back in. 2 down, runner at second, awaiting the hit to be coming home. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, and that is strike 3, and that will end the inning. but the Bulldogs do a little bit of damage.
In the bottom of the third
4
inning
hits,
for the
3 runs,
Lady
no
Bulldogs.
errors,
They
and
get
1
three
runner
runs
left on
and
base.
4
It is
hits.
7-0 as we head into the top of the 4th inning. They are starting at the top of their lineup. Coming to bat will be number 2, Taylor Quintana. Number 3, Kylie Griego is going to be on deck. And number 1, Amor Allen in the hole. 7-0 Bulldogs.
Leading off the top of the 4th for the Lady Cardinals, it's the shortstop, number 2, Taylor Quintana.
All right, here we go, starting the top of the 4th inning, and you probably heard Kevin. He said coming up is number 2, Quintana. She's the top of the order. First pitch, swing and a foul ball back for a foul ball, strike 1. Quintana 0 for 1. She struck out swinging her first time through. And the Bulldog defense and pitching has seen 9 batters up and 9 batters down until this batter here in the 4th inning. So she's only back here to see Cat for the second time. Here's the pitch, a little high, ball 1. And when I said a little, I meant like 8 feet. Got away from her. Yeah. All right, so Quintana steps back in. On deck is Griego, and in the hole, Allen. 1, 2, 3 batters. Here's the wind and the pitch from Cat. Again, a little bit high. Ball 2. Defensively for the Bulldogs, Zoe Warren out in left, Jenna Whitmire in right, Kenna Morrison playing center, Caden Apodaca at first, Kinsley Rodriguez at third, Mackenzie Carlo at short, and Elizabeth De La Riva at second base. The bomb maker, Perseus Aguilar behind the plate, and Cat Marquez in the circle. Here's the wind and the pitch. Inside for ball 3. 3-1 now to Quintana. And I probably just got red flagged by the government because I said the bomb maker. Now I said it twice. But what I'm saying about her is she's hit 2 bombs today. I need to quit saying bomb. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Here's the pitch. Swing, and that's a hit to De La Riva. She'll field it and throw it to first for out number 1. It kind of ate her up, but she did a fantastic job getting her hand on the handle. And she fires it to first base. 4-3 the put out, and that is 1 down here in the top of the 4th inning. That'll bring the second baseman, Kylie Griego. There we did. I matched him that time. I was trying to match you, Kevin. Here's the pitch. That's down and in. Ball 1 to Griego. On deck is Amor Allen, the catcher, and in the hole, Ariana Sanchez, the pitcher. And we've got a 6-0 score, you said. Bulldogs leading the Patriots from Miami. In what inning? Pitch is called, strike 1. 1-1 now the count in the top or bottom of the second. Bottom of the second. Bulldogs lead 6-0. Across the street. All right, Cat ready to go. Here's the pitch. Little bit inside. Ball 2. So 2-1 now the count. As Griego steps back in, here's the pitch. Good pitch, called, strike 2. So 2-2 now the pitch. It hit her so hard, you felt it? Yeah, that's a hard hit when you feel it up here in the tackle box. 2-2 the count, 1 out. Here's the pitch, a little bit high, a little bit wide. Ball 3. Full count. As that pitch was just a bit outside. All right, full count, and a little bit high too, I think. Aguilar sets up right in the middle. Here's the payoff pitch. A little bit high, ball 4. So the first base runner gets there via a walk here in the top of the fourth inning. And that'll bring to the plate the catcher, number 1, Amor Allen. There we go. I got with Kevin again. All right, so now I'm really going to have to say something. There comes another order of cheese fries. I wonder if they can put chili on that. They can. Chili cheese. They put jalapenos on it too? Oh, my goodness. Onions and lettuce and tomatoes. There's a bunt effort. Called strike 1 as she pulled the bunt back. So this is Amor Allen at the plate. Runner stayed down there at first base. So 0-1 the count. Allen is 0 for 1. She struck out swinging her first time through. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, hit down the left field line, foul for strike 2. Warren goes and gathers it up, gets it to Carlo, gets it to Rodriguez, gets it to Apodaca, and she hands it into the glove of the pitcher, Marcus. And you were probably watching all that, but I was giving you what happened anyway. All right, so 0-2 the count. Allen steps back in. Here's the pitch. Just outside. Oh, they're going to throw down the pickoff move, and they're going to get her. Nope, they do not. Apodaca couldn't find the handle, and so give her a little bit extra time, and going into second base on the steal is Griego. That was a ball, so it's 1-2 the count to Allen, and Griego, who got caught leaning and decided just to go when the snap throw down from Aguilar. But Apodaca kind of bumbled the ball a little bit, and when she finally found it and throws it down, too late. So stolen base goes to Griego. Here's the pitch. That was called a strike, and that is out with the big strike there by the home plate umpire. He's got a strike. He's got a striking out move, doesn't he?
Now batting the pitcher, number 16, Ariana Sanchez.
All right, so now the Bulldogs have 2 down here in the top of the 4th inning. Griego, the only base runner so far for the Cardinals, is at second base after she drew a walk and then on a pickoff play gets to second base, and that brings Ariana Sanchez to the plate. The pitcher. There's the pitch, swung on. It's going to be a looper, and it's caught by De La Riva at second base, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left on base. As it is 7-0 going into the bottom of the 4th. The Artesia Bulldogs with the lead. We'll be back.
Robertson 0.
What's up, Artesia? Andy and Jen here from Faith Kids, and we have some exciting news coming your way.
Yes, right here in Morrisfield on March the 30th, we will be here for our annual extravaganza from 10 to 1. We're going to have hot dogs, snow cones, mini donuts, Wild West sodas, McAllister sweet tea, lots of yummy stuff.
We're also going to have 60,000 eggs for the kids to hunt, and then we'll have 20-plus jumpies. It's going to be so much fun for the whole family. It is a completely free event, so make sure to join us here at Morris Field, March 30th, 10 to 1.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth inning for your Artesia Lady Bulldogs, it's the center fielder, number 2,
Kenna Morrison coming to the plate. I went in unison with our PA. She is the leadoff batter for the Bulldogs. Right now she's 0 for 2, so she is due. She struck out and flew out. Here's the wind and the pitch. She turns to bunt it. She does put a great bunt down. It's going to be foul, though, as it goes backwards. 4 foul ball, strike 1. On deck is Zoe Warren, and in the hole, Perseus Aguilar for the Bulldogs. As they lead 7-0, they got 4 in the top of the first off of 3 home runs, and they got 3 in the third off of another home run, and then some base hits. So they lead 7-0 as we're here in the bottom of the fourth. The pitch again squares the bunt. This time bunts it backwards and foul for strike number 2. Kenna went down and talked to Coach for a moment, and now back in there. She's ready to get off the schneid, as she is 0 for 2 tonight. Here's the wind and the pitch, and that's high, ball 1. Good pitch there, but a better job by Kenna Morrison as she didn't chase that pitch, and that would be an easy one to try to go hit because it looks so good coming in there at your eye level. But she did not swing. 1-2 the count and the pitch. Swung on. I'm thinking, no, it don't have the wheels. It's going to go back deep, and it's going to fall. She's going to sail into second, now go to third. She may get a home run on the, yes, she's going to come in, and there is no play at the plate. In the park home run, number 5 home run on the night. This one from Kenna Morrison.
Now batting, left fielder number 13, Zoe Warren.
So Zoe Warren will come to the plate here as the Bulldogs now lead 8-0 in the bottom of the fourth inning. Zoe will step in. She's 0 for 1. She walked her first time through and then was the first runner to score. She was hit in by a home run. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Pop fly to the right side. Out of play. Gets over the pitcher's cage. Gets out to the grass. 4 foul ball, strike 1. On deck is the home run maker. Quit saying B-O-M-B. And she's 2 for 2 with 2 bombs. Oh, I said it again. Here's the pitch. Right down the pipe for called, ball 1. 1-1 now the count. It's too low, I guess. As Zoe will step back in. In the hole is Mackenzie Carlo. So Aguilar and Carlo on deck and in the hole. Nobody out. 8-0 Bulldogs. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. As Sanchez spins the ball. Now she's ready. Here's the pitch. That's called strike 2. Caught the inside corner. So 1-2 now to Zoe. Sanchez once again ready. Setting up outside is Allen. Here's the pitch. Too low. Ball 2. So 2-2 now to Zoe Warren. She's ready to go, and Amore Allen giving the signal. She's going to set up outside, almost in the left-hander batter's box. Here's the pitch, swung on, chopper foul down the left field line. 4 foul ball strikes, so the count remains 2-2. So everybody's back ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch from Sanchez, 2-2 the count. And she laid off a pretty good pitch, ball 3. Looked like maybe that was a curveball, maybe a changeup. Definitely a change of speed. So full count now with nobody out. Zoe steps back in, up in front of the box, ready to go. Amore Allen will give her pitch signal to her pitcher, Adriana Sanchez. And the pitch. And that is called strike 3. Strikeout looking for Warren, which will bring Perseus Aguilar to the plate. And if I haven't said it enough, remember, she has hit 2 dingers already. 2 for 2 as she steps in to face Sanchez for the 3rd time. Perseus ready to go. And now we got a time called by the coach for Robertson. And is he going to walk her? We're going to do a Texas Ranger Walker? Or is it Walker Texas Ranger? There you go. I had it backwards. Oh, we're going to re-entering number 14. So back out to left field. Sarai Allen.
Lady Cardinals, they are re-entering number 14, Sarai Allen.
And now the infield will go in and talk to their pitcher in the circle as the umpire is fixing his lineup card. Ball came rolling in from the live well over here on the right side, so Artesia picked it up and said, "Here you go, Mr. Umpire." Handed it to him. He's got his headgear back on, and we're ready to go. 0-0 the count. Now Sanchez spins the ball around and to the plate. Swung on. Could it be? No, it's too short. It's going to go into the glove of a charging Alyssa Maestas out in shallow right center field. Made a great play out there. She had to run a long way to get to it. She made the play, and that is out, number 2 in the inning. The center fielder tracked it down. So Kinsey Carlo, who has a home run and a triple, she's 2 for 2. She'll step back in on the right side to face Sanchez for the 3rd time. Sanchez spinning the ball around, now has her pitch. Swung on, pop fly to the right side, and that'll get over there near the pitcher's cage, but it goes outside of it for just a foul ball, strike 1. On deck is Rodriguez, and in the hole, De La Riva. I don't remember if I gave the defense. Allen, Maestas, Marujo left to right. Ortega, Quintana, Griego, and Sanchez 3rd to 1st, with Allen catching Ariana Sanchez in the circle. Here's the pitch, down and in, ball 1. So 1-1 the count with 2 outs. And Cat, a lot of Ks. Yeah, here's the pitch. That's way outside for ball 2. 2-1 now the count. All right, Carlo back in. The count 2-1 with 2 outs. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back for a foul ball strike, keeping the count at 2-2. Or actually taking the count to 2-2. It was 2-1. So Carlo will step back in on the right side. There they are. Deuces trips, deuces wild. 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 outs. Carlo ready to go. Here's the pitch. And that ball faded away on the left side for ball 3. So a full count now for Kinsey. Here's the pitch, swung and a miss, and that is out. Number 3 on the strikeout swinging. Good cut, but come up empty. So as we go into the top of the 5th, there was 1 hit, 1 run, no errors, and nobody left on base. It is 8-0 as we head into the top of the 5th. Number 13, Maestas coming to the plate, followed by Anissa Sanchez and Jaden Ortega on deck and in the hole respectfully. We'll be back.
Southwest Printers is a 3rd-generation printing company. From letterheads to business cards and all types of invitations, books, and magazines. Our dedicated staff care about your project and work to get it right the first time, every time. Southwest Printers' design team makes your art stand out above the rest. Our printing team will handle your project like it's the only one in the shop. Let us print your signs, banners, window lettering, event tickets, invitations, and much, much more. Remember, Southwest Printers. If you can think it, we can print it.
Find us fast in names and numbers.
Well, I had Maestas at the plate, but I don't think that's who it is. Let's see after this pitch. It is. She's just batting from the right side this time. So she tried to bunt.
Off the top of the fifth inning for the Robertson Lady Cardinals, it's the center fielder, number 13.
And she got a piece of it for strike one on the foul ball. So Maestas will step back in, this time from the right side. She is 0 for 1, struck out swinging her first time through. Here's the pitch. Going to bunt it again. It's a pop fly. Making a great stab. Caden Apodaca. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. She come flying in and then shifted her weight, dove to the right, and caught that for a beautiful pop fly out. 4 out, number 1. I don't even know if ESPN still does the dun-a-nut, do they? I don't watch it either, so I don't even know. All right, at the plate, Anissa Sanchez, and she'll look at ball 1, high and away. Sanchez, the first baseman, she is 0 for 1. She grounded out her first time through. And Mark is ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, hit well out the left center. Going back, and making the play. Center fielder, Kenna Morrison, for out number 2.
Now batting.
So 2 down here in the top of the 5th inning, and to the plate comes the third baseman, Jaden Ortega. Keep forgetting until the last minute to get in line with you, Kevin. All right, Ortega is 0 for, well, I'm getting some of them. 0 for 1 at the plate. She flew out over to the right side on a great play by the catcher, Perseus Aguilar, and then she looks at strike 1 called on the inner half of the plate. On deck is Sila Marujo, and in the hole is Allen, and that pitch called strike 2. Got the outside corner. 0-2 quickly here to Ortega as she steps back in. Cat Marcus, 8-0 in the 3rd inning across the street. Swing and a miss on a changeup, and that is strikeout. Swinging and out, number 3. 1, 2, 3, they go. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. Bulldogs bring Kinsley Rodriguez to the plate. Elizabeth De La Riva on deck, and Jenna Whitmire in the hole as we go to the bottom of the 5th. 8-0 Bulldogs.
What if you could look forward 1 year, 4 years, 40 years? What does the future look like? How will you ignite it? This is where the future gets fueled, where ideas come to life and identities flourish. This is where we define opportunity as individuals and as a pack. Being a Lobo is about so much more than the classes you take. It's about the mark you make on your world, because the journey starts here, but it never ends. What will you ignite?
Leading off the bottom of the 5th inning for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs, it's the 3rd baseman, number 7, Kinsley Rodriguez.
Kinsley Rodriguez coming to play as I got back into unison with our PA. All right, so Kinsley will step in on the right side. She is 1 for 2 with a double. Ready to go here to face Sanchez for the 3rd time here as we enter the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch, a little bit high, ball 1. On deck is De La Riva, and in the hole Whitmire for the Lady Bulldogs. Ariana Sanchez, the pitcher. Amor Allen, the catcher. And I'll give you the rest of the defense here in just a minute. Swing and a pop fly back for a foul ball. Strike one, 1-1 now the count. Ortega, Quintana, Griego, and Sanchez third to first. Allen, Maestas, and Marujo out from left to right. Amor Allen catching, and Ariana Sanchez in the circle. She has now thrown 94 total pitches, 57 for strikes, and 37 for balls. There's a swing right back up the middle, base hit for Rodriguez. So leadoff single here
Now
in the bottom of the fifth.
Number 18,
And that'll bring Elizabeth De La Riva to the plate. She also has a hot bat tonight. She hit a home run her first time through, and then a double second time through. And now I'm seeing ice cream and helmets coming from the I've seen cheese fries, and now I'm seeing ice cream in a cup with fudge all over it. Man. All right, here's the pitch. Swing, and that's a line drive to right field. Back. That's going to get over the head and bounce over. No, it hit the fence. So going from first to third, is she going to hold her or send her? Stand-up double for De La Riva. That's her second double. She is 3 for 3.
Now batting right fielder
with a homer
14,
and 2 doubles.
Jenna Whitmire.
So that'll bring Jenna Whitmire to the plate with the 2 ducks on the pond in scoring position, second and third.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting. Number 1, Haley Tucker.
It'll be Haley Tucker coming in to bat and pinch hit for Whitmire. So Haley Tucker pinch hit. So Tucker with 2 ducks on the pond, De La Riva at second, and Rodriguez at third. And Coach Polito explaining things to the head umpire, the home plate umpire. I don't know if he's a head umpire or not. He's definitely the home plate umpire. So on deck is Caden Apodaca and in the hole, Kat Marcus. All right, so the umpire is still looking at his line. Now he's got everything set, so he'll put everything back up. Get his headgear on after he puts his pin up. And we'll be ready to go. Nobody out, runners at second and third, Bulldogs. If they get these 2 across, I think it's over. 10-run rule as we're in the bottom of the 5th inning. So Tucker steps in for the first time tonight. Here's the pitch from Sanchez. High, ball 1. Tucker takes a look down, gets her signal from Coach Polito, now back in the batter's box, ready to go. And the pitch squares the bunt, puts a nice bunt down. And, they get her out at third base. Good play there by the infielders. It's a 2-5 put out as Kinsley got hung out there. She didn't come on. She kind of stopped halfway down the line.
Number 24, Caden Apodaca.
So the fielder's choice on the bunt. That'll bring Caden Apodaca to the plate. Here's the pitch, down low, ball 1. Oh, it's okay. It's going to be Maddie Martinez on deck. Here's the pitch, down low. Good job there by Amor Allen as she kept that ball in front. So runners at first and second, 2-0 the count to Caden Apodaca. She's 0 for 2. She's flown out twice, so she's looking to pound one somewhere. Here's the wind in the pitch. She does. I think that's a home run. That'll end the ball game as Caden Apodaca. Boom, chakalaka. And the Bulldogs with the walk-off home run win 11-0. Nice shot there by Caden. It's a deep over the right center field fence. And that will end the ball game
Artesia gets 3 runs on
for the
3
Robertson
hits.
Cardinals. They get no hits, so a no-hitter thrown by the winning pitcher.
That is the ball game. Artesia wins 11-0.
Cat Marcus gets the no-hitter in 5. No hits. There was no runs for the Cardinals. There were no errors on them, and they left one runner on base for the Artesia Bulldogs. Cat Marcus gets the no-hitter and the win. Bulldogs score 4 in the first off of 3 home runs. They get 3 more in the third, 1 more in the fourth, and 3 more here in the fifth. 11 runs off 11 hits. There were no Bulldog errors, and they leave 2 stranded. The final score, 11-0. Your and my Artesia Bulldogs. Okay, tomorrow they'll be playing at 6 o'clock right here. And the Artesia Bulldogs across the street are winning, so they'll be playing tomorrow night, I think at 7. We'll also be carrying the Goddard games, both girls and boys, right here at KSVPTV.com, KSVP on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. On behalf of my producer, 10-0 in the third, Bulldogs across the street. On behalf of my producer, Jeffrey Curtis, our cameraman, Bradley Ross, this is Joby Hodling saying have a great Thursday night, and we'll see you tomorrow at the ball fields.